Hi, I'm Jenna Reed.
I'm Jennifer Lee.
I'm Erin Sandel, and we're the editors of Orchid Magazine. When we were looking for a title for the magazine, we were honestly so stumped because we needed something that was going to fit the stories that we featured. We didn't want the typical female empowerment magazine title like Strong or Fitness or Women's Health. We really had no clue what to pick at all.
Which is why when we stumbled upon Orchid, it was something that we thought, wow, like this is a great name for the magazine. It stood for love, strength, and beauty, which is something that we really wanted to hone in on the magazine.
I think you'll find that all the women we interviewed were very strong and beautiful and had amazingly inspiring stories to tell. And I think the title Orchid really just encompassed all of their experiences and what they wanted to share with us, and evidently what they're sharing with you.
So why we're so excited about Orchid Magazine is because it's a great magazine for women in general to be able to talk about issues that aren't necessarily talked about in magazines. For instance, the story that I wrote about menopause, I'm 23 years old and I'm not going through menopause, but I will be going through menopause one day. So it's just a great platform for women to kind of confess things that they feel uncomfortable talking about. So that's why it's such a great magazine.
I think our magazine is different because I felt like we covered a lot of topics that conventional magazines don't cover or haven't tried to cover already. I mean, a lot of the sources that we talked to gave us that feedback and said, you know, the stories that you guys are choosing to cover are ones women feel they almost have to hide or they can't talk about. And so I think in that aspect, our magazine was really almost a platform to give women a voice to talk to these issues that they feel society makes them have to hide away. And the one story that really touched me a lot would have to be the one that I did on mastectomies and women's life after breast cancer, because I've had family members who have been diagnosed with breast cancer, and one thing that one of the sources talked about was that, you know, the support kind of ends after you've beaten it. And in reality, you know, women still need just as much support during the time afterwards as they did when they were battling it. And so that definitely opened up my eyes to a whole other aspect of breast cancer that I didn't really know existed.
The reason that I think Orchid Magazine's different from other magazines is because it's really taught me a lot myself. I interviewed a lady who had a stillbirth at 9 months pregnant for my story about miscarriages, and it was something that I had never learned about before, but I realized how much she did blame her body and how much she blamed herself and what the grieving process is like for that. And a few weeks ago, someone in my own family had a stillbirth at 9 months pregnant, and I knew exactly what to say because I had spoken to her. I think more than anything, Orchid's going to teach people a lot of things that they never knew about, and they're going to learn how to relate to other people, and that's why it's so special.
Well, this is Orchid Magazine, and we hope you have as much fun reading our stories as we did writing them.